Okay. Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. We are, if you can't tell already, in Alphaland. First time ever. First impressions ever. You're gonna get everything in this video. We're in for back. It is deadlift day. I've just begun on this neutral grip, narrow pull down, which I kind of like to mix up my starts to each session. Something like this, something like a pullover, or something like a single arm pull down. It's also deadlift day. Now, we're actually going to be flying after this session. So it's either a case of fly after the session and then deadlift like the day or two after, or get it out of the way, get this session out of the way, then travel, and then kind of restart the split more than anything. That's where we're going to be at. So we're going to hit deadlifts. I've already scoped out about 8 deadlift platforms, maybe a good 8 deadlift bars. So there's more than enough in here, that is for sure. And as you can see, this place is just rammed full of equipment. There's another room that we came through first, and I believe there's another room through this way. There's also a big cardio place outside. There's another little mini gym outside as well. There's about 8 Cybex Smith machines. But like I say, we'll take you guys through the session. We'll take you guys through what we think of the gym, atmosphere, environment, cost, etc, etc, etc. You guys can get an insight into absolutely everything. Now as always, please don't forget to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's get on with back day. Sorted for my cardio post-workout. I'm going to run right up to the top of that, probably fall back down and do that 10 times over. And that should be my cardio done for about the next year. It's really steep when you look at it. I think the end one is actually steeper. Yeah, fuck that, I'll just stick to some deadlifts. We'll go 2. They actually provide you with tripods in here. I think any gym owner from the UK that's over the age of 50 would literally walk in here, hear that, and walk back out. It's a content creators gym. That's ultimately what they called it, a content gym. So that's the kind of vibe you do get. It's not like your proper hardcore style bodybuilding gym, which obviously I definitely do prefer personally. The equipment is definitely second to none. Like, they've got hundreds of pieces and hundreds of pieces of really good stuff. Like I say, they've got multiple Cybex Smith machines, Mark 1, Mark 2. They've got Mark 1 Cybex hack squats, Mark 2 Cybex hack squat, pivot press, 45 leg press. Majority of equipment in here is all prime, so they've got so much in here. They've got a lot of hammer strengths. Like I say, they've got Life Fitness, they've got Cybex, Prime, they've got Arsenal. They have literally got more than you would ever need in here. But it's the sort of gym that you are very much coming to definitely create content, which is what they look for. And at the end of the day, that's fair enough. Through in the second gym that we were just in, where we began, that is your more so training style place. Like, that's where the shutters are up, that's where the music is louder, that's where they've got all of the Life Fitness stuff. That is where things maybe aren't as aesthetically pleasing looking as what the stuff in here is. This is definitely all like really new stuff. The platforms don't look as wrecked. So there's a big difference between these both gyms, but at the same time, like I say, they're rammed full of really fucking incredible equipment. So I mean, what they maybe don't have for me in that sense, they very much have way more than enough equipment that I could ever want. And I trained push here yesterday before pull today, And being able to use a flat press, being able to use so much really nice pieces that I've not actually used for either so long or I just don't get access to at all, was really fucking nice. So it's refreshing in that sense. But we're going to hit 2 plates here on this T-bar row, going to send it, and then from here I would like to move on to deadlifts. This foot placement thing is really rickety, so I was trying to keep stable and really not allow any sort of drive through my legs whatsoever, only because if I drove even the slightest centimetre one side too much, I was like shaking all over the place. But it still felt good. I'm happy with that one. 1 platform, 2 platforms, 3 platforms. What I love about this is chalk balls in the middle of each one of them. What every fucking gym should have. I don't care whether you want to keep your gym the most aesthetically pleasing looking and clean, it can always be cleaned up, and anybody that's not a dickhead will know to put chalk on and put it back in here. This is most definitely the sort of room that you could understand wouldn't have one of these. I wouldn't be able to understand it, but shouldn't have one of these. And they've got 2 of them. They've got 3 platforms, and they've also got 3 deadlift bars on them. Texas deadlift bars on each and every single one of them. There's also, I think, another maybe 3 or 4 platforms through that room with another deadlift bar, deadlift bar, deadlift bar. So, I mean, nobody's not coming in here and deadlifting. However, the 3 platforms are free. So it doesn't look like anybody's deadlifting. But I'm gonna deadlift, so. I would much prefer using a bar that's been used more than a very stiff bar, unless they're the bars at destination, because I feel as if they've been used so much that I should be able to get on well with them. But any deadlift session I've had at destination has just absolutely cooked me. By the time I get to like 260, I miss the whip. I just feel incredibly terrible on it, and I just feel as if I'm going to be sick. My stomach's going to fucking fall out of me, and I don't know what the problem is. However, it's one of them things. So since I've came to destination, I've just placed my deadlifts at the end of the session. Plus I've not just done deadlifts out of destination, like I went to Metroflex and deadlifted there as well. Just kept them to the end of the session, so just to try and kind of take that pressure off of my mind. So by putting them at the end of the session, I'm kind of forcing myself to use a little bit of a lighter load. So instead of using 7 plates, I'll do 6. I'll be a little bit more confident, I'll feel more comfortable with it, and I'm also hitting a relatively higher rep range. This is where we're going to have to take a good chunk more rest. Between that 260 to 300, I actually just done a video on this, which is so important when you are in them big working sets, them very demanding movements. You need to be aware that when you get to your last and final couple of warm-up sets, you need to take more rest. You need to listen to your body more. You need to go when you are ready. Because if you think, right, I'm just going to time my rest, I give myself 2 minutes. 2 minutes might not be enough. You can go in at 2 minutes, and yeah, up here you might be ready, but your body could still be absolutely cooked from that warm-up set prior. So if you think about it, if you listen to your body and give yourself an adequate amount of rest that you need in order to be able to go back into either the next warm-up set or, for example, me right now, my working set, then if you give yourself enough time, you're going to go back in with as close to 100% energy to put into that set. Which, if you're progressively overloading, if you're looking to be able to progress, if you're looking to be able to get stronger, more rest is going to give you more energy in the tank to be able to put into that next set, which is going to naturally allow for more progress to happen. So give yourself more time. Listen to your body. It's the most important part whenever it comes to these big demanding movements, especially whenever you want to get strong as fuck. If you're going to a new gym, use the logbook if you have to as a reference for exercise selection and that variation and the potential of where your numbers may fall. But I would strongly suggest just scrapping off the numbers, using it for exercise selection, and then just having fucking fun in the session. That's what it's about. You kind of have to auto-regulate as well in sessions. It's definitely one of them very important things to do, especially when you train elsewhere. Auto-regulation within your sessions is vital, because you can't just go to a new gym and get the logbook out and everything's the same. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. And anybody that tells you it does, trust me, it does not work like that. You could literally go to the exact same franchise of gym with the exact same equipment in it and it could feel different, right? You have to take on board that the environment of that gym, the atmosphere of that gym could be enough to throw you off. Then you've got the plates that could feel different. If you're using different variations of a movement, it's going to feel totally different. So just remember that. This is really fucking cool with the shutters up and things like that, but like this is definitely not for me. I definitely think it'll be a lot different maybe if there's less wind, but like this is very fucking windy. And then like the fans and that, it's like yeah, I don't think I could train in this, not all the time anyway. But like I say guys, this second unit is like warehouse vibes. There's a hell of a lot of platforms all lined up as well, hell of a lot of squat racks all lined up. Another 2 Cybex Smith machines in here as well. This is all your life fitness, this is all your Magnum pieces, more Cybex pieces. Like this place is as well equipped as the room with relatively newer stuff. This is definitely your more hardcore style place, but I think I would probably just get more fucked off at the fact of the wind hitting me rather than being in a place where there's just a bit of AC. After looking about, there's definitely a good chunk of machines that I would take out of here and put into Ultra. A couple being the Hammer Strength plate loaded flat ISO chest press, extremely nice piece. I would definitely put another Cybex Smith in. I mean, they don't need 10 Cybex Smiths in here. I could just try and put one in my bag. Life Fitness, leg extension, leg curl, incredible pieces. Also looking about at some of the Magnum stuff, like I don't even think we've really got much of that in the UK at all. Narrow grip shoulder press and the incline chest press that I used yesterday, which is behind us over here. A couple other ones to be super picky would be pin loaded upper back row, very big fan, a mid back row, very big fan. But there's just so many bits in here that it's like, right, I would definitely, if I had my own gym, I would be super picky with the ones that I just really like. And I would definitely start off with the Cybex Smith, probably have to go Cybex Hack, Cybex leg press, and then I would more so be looking at a couple of different bits, maybe some Magnum pieces, Life Fitness for sure, Nautilus, 1000%, incline hammer, flat ISO hammer, really fucking good pieces. Oh! Oof. Oof. Alphaland, I would strongly recommend it. If you are very much a content creator, this is your gym. This is like a content creator's dream. Really good equipment. From a bodybuilder's perspective, a real hardcore bodybuilding gym that I would look for, this obviously isn't your type of place. It's rammed full of unbelievable equipment. Like I say, it's just maybe not one for a hardcore bodybuilder. I was shocked at the amount of space, like the 3 rooms, the outdoors. It just had everything. It's got a basketball court, guys. It's got a full-on, it's got a powerlifting setup, calibrated plates. It's got your bodybuilding style stuff as well. So you're never going to be missing out, even if you are a bodybuilder. It's just a case of, it's maybe not my sort of place that I would train at every single day. But honestly, I'm super glad that I've came. As always, guys, if you have any questions on the gym, any questions on my session, any questions that you would like to know more about, don't hesitate to let me know. Drop the video a like if you can, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch up with you all in the next one.